As Giraud concludes, through the use of public visual space, i.e. parks like Magic Kingdom, Disney's network of power relations promotes the construction of an all-encompassing world of enchantment, allegedly free from ideology, politics, and power.
This is a really long way to say they made a nice place people want to have fun at.
Power relations is the key phrase.
Yeah, what does that even
Power
mean?
relations. It's not a power struggle against the mouse. I want to go there and eat cotton candy with my kid.
They don't want
Fuck off.
Disneyland to exist. What kind of culture? I mean, I think one of the cool things about our culture is we do have places like Disneyland. Our culture allows for places like Disneyland.
Yes.
Yeah, we actually have places where we can lounge and spend our money on just having fun.
Making the kids
amusement.
happy. Yeah, giving the kids an amazing experience. Yeah.
What is a network of power relations, and that it promotes the construction of the all-encompassing world of enchantment?
These people,
I don't even know what that means.
They hate fucking fun, man.
It comes across as that. These blue shirt, of course, but this, yeah. How can we deconstruct fun?
I feel like all of these people begged their parents to take them to Disneyland, and their parents were just giant assholes, and they were like,
or listen,
no.
Maybe they just couldn't afford it. Okay, and they said, "Listen, honey, we can't afford to go to Disney World. Too expensive." So then they said,
Capitalism is the
capitalism.
problem. You guys. We could go to Disney World in a socialist utopia.
Yeah.
Right. Then it's not Disney World, it's our world.
It's our world. It's a small world after all, and it's ours.
Yes.
So small that you can't get in.
Not until you take the mushrooms that make it tiny.
And power. That's in spite of the fact that political lobbying is the reason that Disney World was able to exist for so long as a self-governing independent special district. The park paints itself as a place of transcendence, of elevation beyond the mundanity of everyday life, which brings us to stipulation 5. So that the
Yeah, it brings us right to stipulation 5. Smooth as butter going from point to point. Absolutely. Not at all meandering.
Because Disney World, the park, doesn't have to do with the politics required to lobby the state government of Florida to manage its physical location. Therefore, that means it is a secret religion.
It's
like,
like a
what the fuck
Vatican
are you
City
with
within Italy.
Yeah, this is insane.
Which is weird because that's the obvious thing to say, but he didn't say it.
You're right. He didn't compare. You're right. He should have compared it to the Vatican.
Oh, yeah, he missed that one.
Yeah.
Weird.
exceptions held by the group are taken as real. Now, we're obviously not saying that Disney adults literally wish upon stars or work hard at their jobs.
I'm going to preempt this by saying what he means is that for a moment, it's escapism, essentially. It's a little bit of a healthy escapism.
I don't think he's going to say that.
Oh,
but I've seen the video.
Why?
So.
Because it makes sense, so he wouldn't say that.
Maybe. You're probably right.
Just because 7 dwarves of various dispositions told them to. But Disney's grand narrative of...
Most of their dispositions are the same, actually.
There is no Disney grand narrative. I'm sick of this nonsense.
Dwarfs.
Yeah, so I said, what is the grand narrative of Disney?
There is none.
Buy our products? I mean, what else is there?
Star Wars is a grand narrative. Snow White is a narrative. You know, Alice in Wonderland is a narrative. These narratives are completely different. There's no grand unifying narrative to Disney.
Mm-hmm.
This is like garbage.
Spiritual uplift, moral truth, and endless nostalgia seems to be taken at face value or filtered through the fervor with which Disney adults express themselves. Disney adults...
So not face value?
He didn't say anything. He just said a bunch of general terms.
Yeah.
He said like taken at face value, but also filtered through the da-da-da-da-da.
Right.
Well, so those are not face value then.
Yeah.
Is the grand narrative of Disney nostalgia? Like, is that what the argument is?
I mean, they're definitely selling nostalgia, but
Yeah.
how is nostalgia a grand narrative?
They're fascist, Adam.
I don't know.
Nostalgia would be just market nostalgia because their company has a very long legacy. It's very popular in culture, so it makes sense that they would do that. I wouldn't expect them to do otherwise.
I mean,
Reject
it's great.
Modernity, embrace nostalgia.
Embrace chip.
It's great to create a place where, you know, parents and kids can have happy experiences together. And then you're basically capturing future nostalgia because people are going to go back there. I mean,
that sounds
this
like
is
fascism to me.
Is it? I mean, I don't. How's it fascist?
I mean, if I'm a communist.
Remembering anything good is fascism.
Right.
Is nostalgia bad?
I mean, it can be
How?
if it's taken to excess.
I mean, yeah, if you're, just
If you
living in the
focus too much on the
past.
past, you might not
Sure. Yeah.
seek to create new things.
I don't think
or
going to
drive your life
Disneyland
forwards.
every once in a while, remembering what a great time you had as a kid, and just, I mean, you feel it in your bones when you do that.
Oh my God,
you
Adam's a
see-
Disney adult.
We agree
You
that
guys
it's
are
fine
such-
to engage
look.
in some nostalgia.
Sitch.
I'm
Since do you not experience that? Do you not?
Nostalgia when I go. I don't. It's been a
Yes.
while since I've been to Disney World, so I can't answer
Right.
that question. Maybe if I go now, I'll experience nostalgia. But
I mean, I experience nostalgia in like a lot of places. I go to the town I grew up in, and it's all over the place. But
right.
yeah, what's wrong with that? That feeling, just like, oh man, sometimes it's overwhelming. Nostalgia is
Yeah.
a powerful emotion.
Right. There's nothing wrong with it. Again, it's just it's in excess. It could be a problem, but on its own, it's not necessarily a problem.
Yeah, what is nostalgia taken to excess? Living in the past, right? Just like
Right. Living
Yeah,
living in the
essentially,
past,
Yeah.
living
Refusing
the
to move
past.
forward.
right. Just sitting like your high school yearbook open, sobbing, drinking scotch and smoking
Remember,
cigarettes.
And Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah,
the,
totally. That character.
Yeah, Uncle. what was the name?
Yeah.
Rico. Uncle Rico.
Uncle Rico, exactly. Yeah.
If they would have just put me in that last game, my life would be different.
Things would have been different.
Yeah.
They screwed
Listen.
me over. This is exactly what the communists are
I
saying.
used to
My
be able to
parents
throw-
would have just taken me to Disneyland. Everything
How much you
would
want to
have
bet I could throw a football over the mountains?
been- Oh, yeah. Oh, yes.
What?
He never did.
You never threw it over the
Yeah.
mountains. That's true.
Right.
May not pay Sadaka at the Temple of Tinkerbell, but one
What?
popular Disney World vacation tip site suggests that 2 adults have to cough up between $1,900 and $2,800 to visit Disney, which I'd call a healthy tithe. Meanwhile, according to the Washington Post, Disney continues to hike prices as much as 5 to 10% each year, which is fine because wages go up at the same rate, right? That's how economics
Uh-oh.
work. Viewing Disney World as a site for rites of passage, like
Did you like that little dig at capitalism?
Of
But they're just going to set their prices to what they can get away with.
Right.
When people decide it's not worth going there anymore, they will stop going there.
Right.
All I think is buy Disney stock. This video is convincing. Convincing
Buy
me.
nostalgia stock.
Mhm.
Buy
Like
buy
what?
chipmunk. Invest in woodland creatures.
There's
Reject
this-
modernity, embrace chipmunk.
There's a real business going on here. I see tangible value being created.
You
The
see tangible
fucking
value
chicken
in those
Eeyore in your
Eeyore headbands.
I love the fact that they have so many different mouse ears now.
That's
There's
pretty
some
lame.
mouses that's Eeyore.
They're Eeyore mouse ears.
Right.
Oh, Eeyore mouse. Okay.
Bad enough he
Yeah.
lost his tail. Now they completely cut the middle of the mouth.
It's Eeyore. He's depressed. He's probably happy there's less
Or
of him now.
Eeyore. He's
Right.
like,
He's like, thank God, one more step closer to death.
nice.
weddings or mitzvahs cements the sense of faith fans have in the sanctity of its ethos. Now, let's return to stick.
What is
There-
the sanctity
there-
of the
It's just
Disney
for free.
ethos, you fucking prick?
It's all just words. Like if I
is
use the word
no-
faith, that's got religious connotation.
There is no motherfucking ethos either. I hate
Yes.
this. I hate this. You have to specify what that is if you're going to say that shit. So demoralizing. It's like he's teasing us. He's just throwing word salad at us.
Inculcating dispositions for behavior.
Oh my God.
Type.
I'm going to die here. Inculcating dispositions for behavior.
I can't. That was perfect. Oh my
You know,
god.
Disney is trying to get you to spend money. All that they do is they're going to try and the behavior that they want is you spending money. So they're going to create an
Right.
environment that encourages you to spend money. And that's fine. That's what they're trying to do. That's what they
No,
want.
no, Rex. That's a religion.
That is a religion.
Okay.
This is
Inks-
your tithe to the mouse.
Right.
Inculcation. teaching or impressing upon the mind by frequent instruction or repetition.
How does Disney World itself, like, this is what's even ridiculous in this argument too. Even if the Disney World and Disney movies are their own separate beasts,
Yes.
you know, like
Completely different.
right, like there could be a total ethos of like buy shit at Disney World that is just not present in any
In the
of
movies.
the actual movies.
Yes. What the fuck? This is so demoralizing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Inculcating dispositions for behavior. Oh, okay. What behavior? What are we talking about here? Let's talk specifics. We argued for 45 minutes over the Christian narrative.
David and Goliath behavior. Okay, you should attack a tiger with a stick.
I mean, that's at least a narrative. He's given us nothing here. There's more narrative in the title, Disney's capitalist religion, than anything.
You're right.
What, if any sort of behavior, does the Disney empire encourage itself?
Tell us. Thank goodness. The reveal.
It only took us halfway through a second video to get to like the basic premise.
It took him the second video to define religion.
Yeah, I know. Oh my god.
Do you know?
Defined it poorly.
Do you notice how the little graphic here has like Walt Disney mind humping these people in the foreground?
It's shooting like Wi-Fi radio
Yeah.
waves at them. Yes, right.
Mind waves.
Mind waves.
That's called mind
We're
humping.
gonna brainwash
Watch.
You might be surprised,
Look.
actually, that we haven't really brought it up yet.
Yeah,
Oh, really? You think
Uh-oh.
so?
it starts with C. Wait, what word do you think he's gonna put there? Is he gonna say?
It's gonna be capitalism.
Carpe diem.
No,
No, is he gonna say
capitalism.
corn?
Starts with C, synonym
Is he gonna
for
say
eat. That's right,
cunt?
consumption.
Oh, shit.
Consumption.
What
I was
incredible
close.
restraint.
Consumption.
Right.
Consumption. I mean, people consume things in capitalism.
Right.
Of course, we have them to consume.
Wait, how?
What is
But
wrong
this is
with
wh-
consumption?
How does Disney properties, like Disney movies, how do they promote an ethos of consumption? Like what Disney property promotes that?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think it's a particular message from the thing itself. It's that they're building an empire of all these things that wants you to consume the
Can
product.
you
and
imagine?
Give them money for it.
Can you imagine?
Sure.
Like Rey comes out in the new Star Wars and she's like, I love buying things. My goal is to buy things. I like to buy as much stuff
I
as I
wanna be-
can.
I want to be a Jedi so that I'll have money to buy more products at my local
Exactly.
Jedi
Exactly.
store.
Buying things really fills my life with meaning. I'm Rey Skywalker.
It's got that scene from Spaceballs. Merchandising.
Yes.
Spaceballs the movie.
Exactly.
This is so ridiculous.
That ethos is not in the movies.